Yes, we're live. We're here once again. It's Tuesday. It's not a Dr. Robert and not a producer Pete, and it's me panicking once again to get this show together because I've had the most busiest day of what I normally do on a Tuesday. Just a really busy Tuesday. So it's all been a bit last minute. We've got Matt here as well, and he may make a special appearance with the cat head on later. If we're really lucky, he's shaking his head now. He's saying, "No, I won't do it. I'm too cool for school for that." So yeah, he's over. And Pete, I see you've got one of the best pictures of me up there. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
I
tried my best.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone in the chat. There's at least 12 of you, so it's a popular show. Does that include the people in Rumble, Pete?
No.
Oh, does it not?
It's YouTube only.
Oh, right. Okay. Actually, I must get Rumble up. Actually, let me get it. If you pardon the pun.
Get your Rumble up.
Yeah, let me get my Rumble up. If you pardon the pun. My content. There we go. Let me click on it, and then I can. There we go.
There's 15 there. So.
There we are. Yeah, I'm there. Yeah. I'm there. So yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, I can see it now. I can only see mascara in there, actually.
Yeah.
Even though it says there's 15 in there. Well, good evening to everyone who's lurking. Yes, Pete's just said hello there as well. Yeah, so good evening, everyone. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me and Pete again on a Tuesday. No show on Cookie last night, was there, Pete? Unfortunately.
No, but Cookie is in the chat.
Cookie is in the chat tonight, lurking and listening. Yeah, of course you are. Yeah. Anyway, we wish you better, Cookie. Oh shoot, I forgot. If you see Steve, remember, just remind me because I forgot to send him the link. But I'm not sure he's going to join us anyway. He did talk about possibly joining us tonight.
Okay.
So,
Hey, Boomer. Can I ask you a question? Can you check your mic if it's set on the right mic? Because I think it's coming from another.
Oh,
mic.
is it? Oh, hang on. Oh, okay.
It's okay, but it's not great.
Yeah,
could be better.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear me as well.
Yeah.
Okay. We can hear you.
Camera, right? Yeah. Audio. Well, it's normally you that's got the bloody fault.
Yeah. No. Well.
There we go. Okay. There we go.
Yeah. There he is. Booming.
Boomer. Yeah. I'm booming. Yeah. Now in the background. What?
Yeah. You got a booming voice.
Can you hear that in the background? Say test.
No, hardly. Like no.
Anyway, good evening, everyone. It's that time to say hello to everyone and get this up and do this.
Who's in the chat tonight? Everyone's here, ready to ignite, attacking fast. We're feeling fine, no limits here.
Yeah, who's in the chat tonight? And of course, first in the chat was last night, actually, when I posted the chat. It wasn't CMB who said first, and he spelled it first. It was, of course, the Ginger Ninja James. So a big round of applause for the Ginger Ninja James.
He was there at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was some stupid time in the morning, wasn't it? But yeah, I've just thrown the show together. I've had a really busy day, actually, Pete. I went down to see my mum today and had a little cup of tea with her and a biscuit. Actually, did I have a biscuit? No, I actually had a sausage roll. She said, "Can you get me a sausage? Can you get me a Cornish pasty from the shop?"
Yum.
So I said, "Yeah, of course I can." They didn't have any Cornish pasties, so we had to settle for a sausage roll. And then I had to go and pick Matt up because he's still a bit licenseless at the moment. But not long now, Matt. 2 months and he gets his license back. So 2 months and he gets his license back. He can't wait, and nor can I, because then he can start driving me around, Pete. You know?
Yeah, will be nice.
So good evening, James. Here we go. There it is. Yes, yeah. Good evening, James. And there he was, CMB first, and Rick as well. Hello, Rick. We've got a little treat for you, Rick. You see, we tried to please Rick, and we have. We're we're going to please you. Good evening, Mascara, as well, and Cookie, of course. Good evening, Cookie, and Kitty. Hello, Kitty. Hello, Kitty.
Hello.
And let's have a look. Anyone else that I've missed that's not chatting so far? Rich T. Good evening, Rich T, as well. And he's saying good evening to the chatters. And Matt Caddy's in. Hello, Matt. We haven't seen you for a while. Hope the missus is good as well. Good to see you. Nice to see you.
Very
and another one that we haven't seen for a while. Chris.
Hey.
Hey, Chris. Nice to see you.
He made it back.
Yeah, it was Chris that actually posted in our chat group, didn't it, on Signal? And he told us about the was it Chris that said about the lights and stuff?
With the Northern Lights, I don't know.
Yeah,
Could be.
Yeah. I think he did, and because that was a late chat, wasn't it?
I was the one who said it, and then
you said it. That's right.
Yeah.
I think it was Chris that reminded us. So, and Blazing's in as well. Hello, Blazing. Good evening to you. Nice.
You should share your wonderful photos you made, Rob.
No, they're not that good. You know they're not good. You should no. Kitty's ones were brilliant, weren't they?
Yeah, they were very nice. She knows how to fucking know
were
camera.
And the lurkers in MI6 Matt. The lurker 22 MI6 Matt. He's here. Good evening. MI6 Matt.
Hello.
Good evening, Manda as well. Hello there. Where does time go? I'm late lurking and working overtime. Oh, well, it was nice of you to be listening to us and doing some overtime, Manda. Thanks for that. But yeah, Pete, talking about all that those lights, the aurora lights. Here is a different thought on it. Let me show you this. See what you think of this. All right.
Electrons in the Earth's ionosphere, similar to how solar energy creates a natural aurora.
Hang on, let's start again.
So who saw this last night? Aurora lights over the UK. Beautiful, wasn't it? Sorry to bust your bubble, but this was actually a test from HARP, which creates airflow by exciting electrons in the Earth's ionosphere, similar to how solar energy creates a natural aurora with an on-off pulse at high frequency with radio transmission. So HARP, this is HARP here, 180 high frequency antennas that can radiate 3.6 megawatts into the upper atmosphere and the ionosphere.
In Canada.
And it creates air glow in the sky created by high frequency. Research program during a 4-day research campaign starting on the 8th of May until the 10th made this happen. And they're doing all of these kind of things all over the earth.
So what do you think of that, Pete?
No, bullshit. But yeah, HARP can create aurora, but it's local. It's a local effect. So where the HARP antenna is, up there, they can focus it.
Yeah, he said they were testing at that exact time, didn't they?
They were, yeah.
So I mean, I must admit, I didn't know that. So I mean,
but they use the upper atmosphere to send signals, right? That's the HARP antenna, right? It's to send signals around the world. Because the problem is you cannot send signals. It's not easy to send signals around the world without satellites and shit like that. Yeah. So in an emergency or whatever, they want to have that. Or subs.
I think it's good that we also highlight the fact that that HARP can do these.
It can make that. Yeah.
Flash. My camera just did the flash thing. I just saw it. What's the point of me having a new camera when it's flashing? And Cookie said,
then you ignore what happened on the sun, right? Because there was a lot of activity on the sun.
I know there was a lot of activity on the sun as well. Yeah, I'm well aware of that. Yeah, I'm well aware of that actually. Yeah. And Cookie says HARP is nowhere near powerful enough to charge the whole northern hemisphere.
No.
Yeah,
it's fairly localized.
And also, I just saw Nubin. Good evening, Nubin, as well. Welcome, Nubin. Nice of you to join us again. 17 of you lovely people watching this wonderful show even. And Mahat Malevolence. Yeah, good evening. There's a HARP facility in Aberystwyth. Oh, there you go. Well, maybe.
Well, they have subs, right? So yeah.
So what do you reckon about that then, Cookie? What would you say? What if they were testing the HARP one in Aberystwyth and that created it as well? Hello, Made in UK as well. Good evening, made in UK. I believe they have loads of these antennas dotted around the UK. I think I know 3 locations. There we go. So it's, you know, I don't dispute about the whole sunspot thing either.
No, I know.
Whether it was HARP or whatever it was bloody amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it could be a combination of, you know, whatever. But yeah, it was beautiful, sure.
It was really, really good.
But we just had an X8.8, but on that sunspot. So, but it's now facing away. So we are extremely lucky because that's that's not good.
Cookie says, still saying not powerful enough to cover the UK. It is very localized. Okay.
Yeah. And
there
was
was
in a very high upper atmosphere, and this one was like blasting all over the fucking atmosphere.
There were several X-class flares. X.
Yeah, it was a big one just an hour ago or so.
Disease X. Are we going to get more of them then, Pete?
Not for 2 weeks at least, because it's now turning away the sunspot, and they don't know how it, you know, how it's going to last, or if it's going to last for more than 2 weeks, or if it's going to go bigger or smaller, or...
I heard it was a rave.
Well, we were lucky. The biggest one just happened, so, and it's now turning away from the Earth, so it's not dangerous anymore. But yeah. And
let me just check what's going on in who's in people. Everyone who's in YouTube are in the Rumble chat as well, so that's fine. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we've got some tunes tonight. So tonight we've got tunes. We've got your questions. I haven't really got much health stories. We can look at. I mean, I'll just put up something if we get a chance. But I'm sure we'll fill the whole show with lots of funny stuff and some interaction between myself and you lovely people.
Well, you just told me that you haven't seen that AI thing, so it will be funny to see your reaction to that.
Yeah, go on, put the AI thing up, Pete.
You want to do that now?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, here we go. This is the introduction.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey there, it's going great. How about you? I see you're rocking an open AI hoodie. Nice choice. What's up with that ceiling about? Are you in a cool industry-style office or something?
Well, can you take a guess at what I might be doing based on what I'm showing you here?
From what I can see, it looks like you're in some kind of recording or production setup. With those lights, tripods, and possibly a mic, it seems like you might be gearing up to shoot a video or maybe even a live stream.
Yeah. In fact, we've got a new announcement to make.
That's exciting. Announcements are always a big deal. Judging by the setup, it looks like it's going to be quite the professional production. Is this announcement related to OpenAI, perhaps?
It is.
I'm intrigued.
And in fact, what if I were to say that you're related to the announcement, or that you are the announcement?
Me? The announcement is about me? Well, color me intrigued. Are you about to reveal something about AI? Or more specifically about me as a part of OpenAI? You've got me on the edge of my, well, I don't really have a seat, but you get the idea. What's the big news?
Yeah, we've got a new model that can interact with the world through audio, vision, and text.
Okay, this is totally cringe, right?
So he's chatting with an AI then?
He's now chatting with an AI that can see, hear, and contextualize its surroundings.
Wow.
I'll give you another example that would
That
bring it home a little bit more, okay?
Yeah.
I invited myself and my son Imran here to try out some of their new technology. And so we're curious about how good it might be at tutoring someone in math on Khan Academy. So let's get it started. It's loading up. All right, make sure it can see our screen.
Actually, in this format,
hello there. I'm here with my son, and I'd love you to tutor him on this math problem, but don't give him the answer. You can ask questions and nudge him in the right direction, but I really want to make sure he understands it himself. And he's here in the room, so you can talk to him directly.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. Let's look at the problem together. Can you first identify which sides of the triangle are the opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse relative to angle alpha?
All right, so I'm pretty sure this is the angle alpha right here, right?
Perfect. That's correct. Now, looking at the triangle, which side do you think is the hypotenuse?
Really,
Remember the hypotenuse?
I'm not totally sure. I think it might be this one, but I really am not sure. This side AC.
You're close. Actually, side AC is called the adjacent side to the angle alpha. The hypotenuse is the longest side of a right triangle and is directly opposite the right angle. Can you find which one is the hypotenuse?
Oh, okay, I see. So I think the hypotenuse is this really long side from A to B. Would that be correct?
Exactly. Well done. Now that you've identified the hypotenuse, can you identify which side is the opposite side to angle alpha?
Okay, well, I mean, you told me earlier that this was the adjacent side, and I know that's the hypotenuse, so I'm guessing that this side, BC, is the opposite side.
Great deduction. That's absolutely correct. Now that you've identified all the sides relative to angle alpha, do you remember the formula for finding the sine of an angle in a right triangle?
Yeah, I know that the sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse.
Perfect. That's absolutely right. Now, can you apply that formula to find sine alpha in the triangle using the lengths of the sides that we've identified?
Okay, so, I mean, you told me that 7, this side BC, is the opposite side.
Oh, sorry, math is very
And then
boring.
you said that the hypotenuse is the longest side, so that would be this side AB, which is 25.
But you get the drift, right? You get it, right?
That was scary, Pete. I mean, literally, it was like he was just talking to someone, wasn't it? Anyway.
Yeah, that's okay. So the key here is the response time. It has within 3 milliseconds, 360 milliseconds response time. So within a second, it responds with an answer or feedback, and you can interrupt it. You can it contextualize what the fuck you're saying, and it sees what you're doing on the screen. It sees what it's doing in the world, if he's even paying attention or not, right? All those things. So
bye teachers.
Bye teachers. Bye anything that is. Yeah.
Bye schools.
Bye voice centers. Voice call centers. All that shit is gone.
Wow.
And that's coming out. Well, it's now in for developers, right? So, but you can see it running on an iPad and on a smartphone. So, and the rumor is that Apple has bought it.
Has it?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have weeks off in the summer?
Yeah, they're planning to roll it out somewhere in June, July, somewhere, and then.
Doesn't cost any salary, does it? Doesn't go sick.
No, it can. I can show you a lot of more videos,
down,
but
not in the literal sense, in the sexual sense.
No, but it could talk you all the way.
Wow. Good evening, Spanish Chicken. Spanish Chicken's here.
Hey.
Good evening, Spanish Chicken. We're not going to do it. I'm not going to do it tonight. Nah.
You're not? Why not? Come on.
Nah, I can't be asked.
Do the chicken.
Yeah, I know, but,
Okay.
We always, all right, I'll give him this.
Fuck. Cunt. Cunt. Fuck. Cunt.
That's a good welcome for Spanish, I think, as well, don't you? It's time for a very short country music break, Pete.
She loves dicks. She's a country music fan. She loves dicks. Big cups filled up with beer. She loves asking to hear her favorite favorite song from the band. She's the bitch in country music fan.
I bet Spanish loves a bit of country music. Country
music, yeah. I'm sure he does.
Yeah. Oh, we're still on
What?
YouTube. We've already done 20 minutes.
Oh, wow. You haven't banned us yet. Oh.
No, not yet. You've been getting many of certain cloud formations where you are, Pete. You know.
No, clear skies.
Oh, well, you're lucky. We had good weather this weekend. They were trying to destroy the sky, but the sun was too strong. This weekend, I'm pleased to say that I actually have moved on from my pain. I've had a lot of pain in my knee and a lot of pain in my back as well. And in the last over the weekend, I really turned the corner, I feel, and I managed to get down to the allotment, and I managed to get in 2 hours in the blazing hot sun, which was great. And I really feel it made a difference, actually, Pete, because when you think about it, right, the sun must be healing. The flowers turn towards it, and everything. You think of all the things that needs the sun. The vegetables grow.
It's good for you, man.
It's good for us, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's good for us. So
anti-cancer doesn't, give you cancer. Yeah, too much of anything might give you cancer.
Where do you sit with regards to wearing shades? I don't like to wear shades in the sun. I'd rather
have to.
Do you?
Yeah.
You see,
sensitive eyes.
I think it can fool your eyes into opening the pupil too much to allow more UV in. I mean, the sun is good, but I think that if you haven't got, this is my opinion, if you haven't got like sunglasses and I'd rather wear a hat, to protect my head because, this is, by the way, this is a sex machine, a solar powered sex machine up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to let you know. And I'd rather wear a hat. And that way, then you're meant to squint. If the sun is too powerful, you're meant to squint. Would you not wear a hat, Pete, instead?
I have a cap.
Yeah. But is that
baseball cap? Yeah.
I mean, also, I just don't like seeing the world in a funny shade.
But if you with this nice weather, if you wear a cap all day, you get not a nice tan on your head. You get a weird, you don't want that.
Oh, I get a tan on my head easily.
Yeah, I can see that. So
it's already started.
Yeah.
I mean, I sometimes I'll be walking around and I'll take it off for a couple of minutes.
I don't want head hair. Yeah, that too. Head hair.
Yeah, I don't like hat hair. Hat hair's rubbish,
Yeah.
And look who's here! Look who's here! If it isn't Mr. Jones himself, yeah, Mr. Jones is here.
I'm in love with him, and I intend to marry him.
A drummer, not even a real musician. He just makes a noise.
You don't know what you're talking about.
If he played the violin or the piano, anything that made sense, but the drums.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Jones or Mr. Smith, whatever your bloody name is.
Well timed. Solar powered sex machine.
Yeah, I walk into this is a solar powered sex machine. I will see myself out then. I didn't go to the football, by the way, Pete.
You didn't?
No, man. My stupid son made a mistake. They moved the game to the Sunday, and he was going to the theatre with his.
You didn't go. Oh, okay.
With his fiancée.
No, you didn't want to go alone.
Yeah. So no, I wasn't going to go all the way up to Manchester. Plus, Smithy never even said Look, Roy, I'd like to meet you. I'll wear a disguise though.
Okay. And a red rose.
And a red rose. I know you're up there somewhere, Smithy. I know you are. So are you going to meet me one day? I'm going to a gig this Friday, Pete.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's up right near where Cookie is as well. So I'll play a tune from this artist when we move over to Rumble, because I know that if I play it on PooTube, it'll be just they'll just stop the stream or whatever.
Yeah, well, what?
Yeah, I know.
You don't get a strike for that or a ban for that.
Yeah, I know. Let me remove that from the.
I was surprised that the last intro that we did on the Starfish didn't get any.
I can't believe you did not get a strike for that.
Nope.
Because I even wrote in the chat.
No warning, no nothing.
I can't believe that. I'm shocked.
Yeah, well, vaccines are shit, so you can say that now. I think. Maybe.
Talking of which. Start again. Ready? Start again.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before we welcome the players onto court, we would like to thank all those who have contributed so much during this unprecedented period in all our lives. Today, they include leaders who have developed the anti-COVID vaccines, NHS,
Yeah.
Cunt.
You were meant to do that, actually.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were going to do it, actually.
Yeah, well, I was too late.
Cunt.
Yeah. Fucking gingers. They just fucking... See? This is what you get if you let a ginger, get too happy with themselves. She's going to give back... She's going to give back her MBE, OBE, whatever it was. Is she fuck? Is she fuck?
No, of course not. That's why she
Matt,
did
you're
it.
absolutely right, mate.
Locked up? No. Against the wall.
Yeah.
That's
Put him up against the wall.
Up against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woke fools. Yeah, all those bloody idiots. I remember that. I remember seeing that last year. And hang Matty. Yeah. Hung Matty. Yeah. No, hang him. Yeah, you're absolutely right. New Being says, I've seen the spraying planes over here, but it seems they cannot hide the sunlight anymore. We've had lots of blue skies and some few normal clouds as well. I think there's certain days they can't. I agree. And good evening, Jerry, son of Mick.
But I do agree that the sun has changed over the last.
It has got whiter, hasn't it?
It's whiter. Yeah.
It's definitely whiter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It used to be more. Did you notice that, Matt? That the sun used to be more yellow, and now it's whiter. Have you not noticed? You not thought about it? No. Yeah, it's whiter now.
I know it's fucking stronger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Burnt me yesterday.
Yeah. Matt got burnt. He went down to London doing a bit of skateboarding, and he got a bit of sunburn. Yeah, but that's what you get if you don't put any protection on it. Whether
no
it's
sunscreen. Don't say sunscreen.
No, I didn't say it.
No. Careful.
Sal, get yourself. He didn't even put.
No.
Did you put Sal?
Long sleeves. How about that?
No, he didn't put any Sal. I've got to give him a new tub of Sal. Talking of chemtrails,
100 micrograms per liter of aluminum in the rain in 2013. Normally, it should be 0. So 13,100 is pretty damn much, folks. It used to be 0, then it was 100s in the 2000s. And then since 2010, it's into the 1,000s and the latest 13,100. In the snow on Mount Shasta, pristine Mount Shasta, 61,000 feet. No, excuse me, 8,000 foot level, 61,000 micrograms per liter. 4 times the amount that is found in the soil up there. Where in the hell is this stuff coming from if it's not coming from the soil? You know, these tests are international in scope. We're seeing this all over the world, guys. Okay, pH of acid soils is 20 times more alkaline. The aluminum in the soil has doubled in the last 10 years. Aluminum blocks essential nutrients. I am unable in my garden to restore normal pH, and that's because nanoparticles are now in the circulatory systems of both plants and humans. So welcome, fellow guinea pigs. The collapse and decrease of agriculture is something I worry about even more than the previous info about autism and Alzheimer's.
Yeah, just a few facts there.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about. I remember hearing about them doing lots of these tests in Hawaii, Pete. And this is going back 10 years, if not longer, actually. And the tests then, they were struggling to grow anything in Hawaii because of the chemtrails they were being chemtrailed pretty bad over in Hawaii, apparently. So from what I understand, but I don't get it why people think that it's just a conspiracy when they're testing the soils and there's stuff in the soil that shouldn't be there. It doesn't appear by magic.
There's a more sinister thing going on, I think, right? They're using this conspiracy to make it look ridiculous and silly and, chemtrails, la ha ha, geoengineering, because the fact alone that all these planes are pooping out pollution and they put all kinds of shit in that kerosene. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Just to burn it off, so they can burn it off.
Yeah.
Right. So they're basically flying furnaces, right? For trash, for chemical shit. Yeah. So that's what's happening up there in the sky, and nobody's talking about that. Right. That's the reality. These planes are fucking dirty fucking planes because they use those engines. And they say we burn it off. It's perfectly fine. No, it's not. And we're flying more and more and more. So there's more and more and more of that shit coming into the environment. And then you have the chemtrailing, right? That's just on top of it. And that's the cloud seeding stuff, right? That everybody's talking about.
That's everyone knows about now. Cloud seeding, it's all gone public, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it has gone public already. But in the early 80s, I would say. I cannot remember. The Russian Olympics back then.
Yeah.
They used it.
That's
and
right.
The Chinese, they used
the Chinese Olympics, didn't they? They yeah.
But
again,
also the Swiss have used it to make snow, and
Yeah, that's right.
It's not new.
I also like Jerry, as I was about to say it, and Jerry wrote it, right? That what they put in these chemtrails are barium and aluminium, and if you look at the letters, it is Baal.
Yeah.
Whatever your religious belief is, is it just a coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences.
No.
Good evening, Lobson.
It's a bit used as well, But I think they it's like with the flat Earth, they use that to make certain things look silly. Don't look into that. That's flat Earth stuff. Don't look into that. That's chemtrail stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's the problem.
Absolutely.
Here.
Well, they want to make everything a conspiracy.
But these fucking planes in itself, they're fucking dirty fuckers. So all of them, no matter if they fucking spray or not. If you don't see it, they still fucking put out all the dirt, right? So it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, what about Matt just said about the Boeing 737 cover-up that's going on at the moment? I mean, 2 whistleblowers now have been found dead, haven't they?
It's a bad time to be a whistleblower, yeah.
Don't be a whistleblower, man.
No,
it's
it's
like
very
it's
unhealthy.
like they're friends of the Clintons.
Uh-huh. Well, they got a lot to lose, right?
Yeah.
And they had
If
3
you
more
work for
plane
Boeing,
crashes.
right, Pete, if you work for Boeing, you're not going to live as long as this man.
100 years old. You got to go again. Well, I'll take one more guess. 650. I'm 102. 102. Well, do you think exercise all your life has contributed to your 102 years? That's right. What kind of exercise do you take now? I bowl. You bowl? I play tennis and skate. Well, now are you married, Pop? I ain't now. How long were you married, Pop? I was married 72 years. You're a real Iron Man. Do you have any children? I had 7 girls and 9 boys. 16 children, huh? That's right. How old are your oldest children? 82. Are they still in school?
Wow.
No, they're sending their grandchildren to school. Oh, how young are the youngest? He's 36. How about grandchildren? How many do you have? I have 69. And do you have 39 great-grandchildren and 19 great-great-grandchildren. In other words, you're responsible for about 150 American citizens. Yeah. You like to buy the Christmas present?
Good
You
job,
want to buy
man.
them a present? You want to buy
Good
them
job.
presents?
Wow. 16. 16
How many
kids.
of us are going to make it to 102 these days and look as good as that man?
Yeah.
You know, he was pretty good, Pete. Come on.
The Queen did.
Huh?
The Queen did.
The Queen did. No, she didn't. She got to 98, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one before that. 102.
Yeah, but I mean now. I mean, we're talking about the way that they're trying to.
It's another
day.
day. Yeah,
poison
well,
us
yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
The way they're trying to poison us, we're not gonna live to 102.
Well, and we are poisoning ourselves, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we discussed poison just before this show, didn't we?
Well, yeah.
You know, we discussed it just before the show. So there's definitely, absolutely. What people are saying in the, let me have a look in the Rumble chat. Is anyone saying? Oh, it's just people. Made in UK. AI and robots coming along. Few more years. Oh, actually, I don't need to worry about that, do I? Because the chat comes in, Pete, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can see it on the side if you click on the comment thingy.
So I'm not missing anything.
No.
Blazing what? Sorry, 66. He had his last kid at 64, 66. Wow, he had his last kid at 66. My dad was very old, actually. Yeah, there was a 27-year age gap between my mum and my dad. So when I was growing up, I always thought my dad was just old. And I was quite embarrassed when he used to come along to my school to like look at my work and everything.
Yeah.
Bloody hated anyway. Fucking school. What do you learn in school? How to be a good citizen.
Uh-huh.
How to be obedient. Yes, Mr. Smith. Absolutely. Please hit the like button, folks, or thumbs up the show. That'd be great. My brother's dad was 65 when my brother was born. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, like, anyone in the chat, tell me what's the oldest you know of someone that's lived to, just so we can get maybe. I mean, that must have been back in what, the 60s. That clip, maybe late 50s, 60s,
yeah,
something
50s.
like that. What's the oldest person you know personally that you've seen they've lived to? Is that let me know in the chat. And whilst we're chatting, actually, we can bring in this part of the show where I ask you a question. So this is the part of the show where we get you to think instead of Pete and I to just talk blah 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 blah. So here's your first question. Here's a question to make you think. Who's your dream dinner party guest? Living or dead? Actually, that's quite good, actually. That slipped in quite nicely, didn't it, Pete? We're talking about old people and everything. So, who's your dream dinner party guest? Well, I'm sure, Pete, I don't need to tell you. It would be George Michael.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So my dream dinner guest would be George Michael, and you would just have all the people just going up.
Are you gay?
Yes, I am.
Are you gay?
Yes.
Are you gay?
Yep.
Are you gay?
Yes, I am.
You?
Yes.
Are you gay?
Yes.
Are you gay? Having a good time? Are you gay?
Yes.
Having a good time?
Right on.
You bet. Are you gay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gay.
Yeah, so I'd have no. Seriously, I would. I'd have George Michael round as a dinner guest. I thought he was always an interesting man, and he seemed a very interesting man. He seemed a very generous man, not in his gayness. That is, I know this is a fact actually that he overheard a girl. He was in some sort of restaurant or whatever it was. Some
restroom.
No, it wasn't a restroom, Pete. And he left a check at the bar for something like, I don't know, £20,000 or something, and said, "Give this to the girl to pay off her university fees." He was
great.
Is it altruism? Is it? He used to do a lot of charity work without people knowing about it as well.
Yeah, but a lot of people do that. And why wouldn't you if you have fucking millions to away?
Well, there's a lot of people that don't do it, Pete.
Well,
there's a lot of people that don't do it. So
there's a tax benefit as well if you do it right. So it's not just being generous. Let's be fair.
Kitty would like George Clooney.
Yeah, of course.
You want him to make some coffee, Kitty.
Yeah. I would have Nikola Tesla, by the way.
Nikola Tesla, good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if he existed for real.
Yeah.
George was a cool guy and great stoner driver. There you go. See, Pete? You see? He was a good stoner man. You know.
Hey, I'm not judging her, Rob. It's just, if I could pick any guest.
Yeah.
Any?
Yeah.
I mean. But fine.
Is Chris saying he'd go for Brian Blessed? I'm Brian Blessed. I'm a very loud person. Gordon's alive. There you go. Name that film.
No, I can't.
Flash Gordon.
Oh. Okay.
Gordon's alive. Flash. Savior of the universe.
Yeah.
Nubian's got a nice one. There we go. Grandmother on dad's side became 95 and her dad, I think, around 96, 97. Wow, that's a good age. My mum is 88 soon. So that hopefully I've got my mum's genes. Not physical, not her genes, they wouldn't fit me. Crowley would be good, says Chris.
Yeah, well, interesting for sure.
Yeah.
The stories he could tell.
Did you spell his name right? Hey. Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck Convention. Sorry, did I miss something? Genghis Khan. There we go. And Mahatma Levinson said Alistair Crowley.
Yeah.
And Mascara knows a guy coming up to 101. Wow. He couldn't have taken the Britney Spears. If you're new to the show, Britney Spears is a rhyming slang for things they put here.
The jab.
Yeah. Jab.
Oh.
Jib, jab. Jib, jib, jib. Anyone else? Come on. Oh, no one else.
Jimmy Savile and Rolf Harris.
Come on.
That would be interesting.
Kylie Minogue.
Terrence McKenna.
Kylie Minogue. There you go. Noah, says Rich T. What about Jesus? What about God?
Here's a good one.
If
Fred
not
Dibner.
Fred Dibner. God, I have some questions. Yeah, Fred Dibner, I think, wasn't he the guy that used to, he was the steeplejack, wasn't he, Mr. Smith? I think he was the steeplejack, yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, Mahatma Malevolence, Jimmy Savile, and Rolf Harris. Yeah, so we could have a few words with them, Mahatma Malevolence, eh?
There you go.
Kangaroo down, sport. David Bowie says
That's a good one, too.
Amanda. Yeah. And Socrates. Yeah. Socrates, yeah. And
he was a steeplejack.
He was a steeplejack, yeah. A steeplejack, if you don't know, is someone that climbs very tall buildings and stuff. And
Spider-Man.
yeah, he's like a Spider-Man, yeah. Jason Donovan, he could feed me. You weirdo.
Okay.
God
His
was
golden
just God,
shoes.
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
My uncle's wife's mum became 100. Unfortunately, they could not visit her on that birthday due to the restrictions. Oh, what a shame. Yeah. Rich T says, yeah, Bolton's finest son, Fred Dibner. I also heard that he was a bit of a wife beater as well, though, Rich T. I don't know how true that is, though. But thanks for giving us your ideas on Pete, on who you'd like to have as your dinner party guest. Let's get rid of that, shall we, Pete? Let me get rid of it. Let me hide that. Yeah, and here's something I thought was quite funny as well. I saw this, and just to make you smile. Here we go. We'll just turn the volume down because that's annoying, but the thing itself is quite funny.
Yeah, the audio was terrible, but yeah. It's tourism, right? And I feel a bit sorry, but okay.
It's a bit nasty what they're doing to the orangutans. But
yeah, they're very intelligent animals, so yeah, I don't.
At least the orangutan did have a good feel.
Yeah, he does that all day.
Yeah, and talking of good feels, is Rick about? Is it Rick? Are you about? Because we got a little treat for you, Rick.
No, I haven't seen him yet.
You know, would be. I think this would be. Let me get rid of that latest comment. Hang on a second. Let me get rid of that. I think Pete. This would be. I think Rick has appeared actually, hasn't he? I don't know. If he hasn't, it's too bad. He'll catch it up. I think this would be Rick's dinner party guest. What do you reckon?
นัวค่ะจิ้มแบบร้อนๆของมันเป็นน้ำจิ้มมะขามเปียกแบบนี้เสร็จแล้วจ้าไก่ย่างแซ่บๆนะคะนัวๆนะคะโรยด้วยพริกไทยนะคะไก่ย่างจ้าเดี๋ยวเพิ่งมาพูดจะกินไก่ย่างเด้ไก่ย่างชิคเก้นคิวจ้ามาแซ่บมาบ๊ายบายมาค่ะไก่ย่างจ้าบ๊าย รสทั้งตัวพี่น้องชาวอินเดียกันนะ
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rick
needs more seasoning.
needs more seasoning. Rick, we hope you enjoyed that. There we go. It saves Pete having to, put up,
My boobs?
his usual boobs.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Blue Sky's here. Good evening, Miss Blue Sky. Hiya, Kia. She's saying hello to people. Good evening.
Hello.
Easy with the fish sauce, girl.
Yeah. Okay, now.
Look at all my tits on YouTube, foodies. All bollocks.
Spice Girl.
Spice Girl.
Yep.
Very good, new being. Right, yeah. So let's get rid of the monkey photo. Let's get rid of that. Remove that from the studio. I reckon it's time we moved, Pete. I think we've done enough on PooTube, don't you?
Yeah. Fine.
So we're going to go exclusively over to Rumble now. Pete's going to put the link in. So if you're not a member of Rumble, you can still watch the show, but you can't comment. But we're going to go exclusively over to Rumble now, and we're going to rumble in the jungle. So come and join us because we can play some funky tunes, and it can be a bit more spicier over there. So there we go. Pete's put the link in. And so yeah, we've got some music to play. We got more memes. We got more of your questions, and of course,
more boobs.
We got more boobs. I don't know if we have got more boobs. You probably have actually.
Well, some side boob.
Yeah, and of course we've got the legendary quiz as well, haven't we? Let's not forget the legend. Yes, it's the legendary pub quiz at the end of the show. So, stick around for it. I know you love it. It's here to test you on a Tuesday evening. And so stick around. But we've got music. We've got everything. So follow the link. It's in the chat notes. Follow the link to Rumble. Come and join us over on Rumble. And we're going to have even more fun. And we're going to play some funky tunes for you. So for now, we're going to say goodbye to YouTube. So goodbye to YouTube. And don't forget, we've got an after chat as well. Pete's running it tonight because I'm going to cook some steak. Right. He'll go, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I didn't agree to that. I didn't agree.
Oh.
So see you later, YouTube, and we'll see you on Rumble. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Cheers.
Cut cheese.